Happy New Year! It being the new year, I thought it would be fitting to do a New Year's resolution video, so here it is. Okay, so in the previous years, I have done a couple of these and they worked out really nice, but I hadn't kept up on them, being that I was pregnant with Theo, had Theo, then was pregnant with the twins, and then had the twins. It's just been a gong show and I haven't had time to really do these things for myself, and I really want this year to be the year where I get back into doing these things. So resolutions, I have basically 3 main ones, and then I also have a couple yearly goals of like things that I want to get done or learn to do. So I did this when Shane's in the military and he was away for a year, so I had a lot of time to kind of find myself, who I was without Shane being around, and I was actually the healthiest that I have ever really been, and that was physically and emotionally as well, or mentally I guess I should say. I really want to get back into that. So I did yoga every day. I was working at the time, so I actually did yoga 1 to 2 times a day. So in the morning I would get up before work and I would do a morning kind of routine with yoga, and then I would shower, get ready, go to work, and then when I would come home before bed I would do a bedtime yoga. So it's kind of like a cool down, kind of like a meditation, but you're doing like it helps you kind of go into a meditative state, I felt, instead of just like sitting down and meditating. It kind of brings you into it, which is really, really nice. So obviously doing it every day to sometimes 2 times a day is totally unrealistic for having 3 young kids. So my goal this year is going to be doing yoga 5 times a week. So that gives me 2 rest days. So especially since I'm postpartum, I'm still healing, and sometimes I'll do yoga and I won't feel as hot after. I'll feel a little bit sore, and maybe the next day I won't want to do yoga or anything really. I just want to kind of recover. And so I gave myself 2 days to do that, so then I could have kind of a gap in between. And that's any type of yoga. It could be going to like advanced like workout type yoga, or it could just be relaxing meditative kind of yoga. The next one is meditation 3 times a week. When I was by myself for that year, I did it very frequent, and I did it almost every day, just like a little bit before bed. I really liked it. I don't know, I feel like getting back into breath work no matter what is really important, especially for my healing. I noticed that it really helps, and just the different types of breathing sequences that you can do have really helped get into that meditative state, because meditation for me is really hard, and I feel like it might be harder this time trying it because I'm a mom. So before I wasn't a mom, and when you're a mom you have like 19 things going on in your head. You have to do this, you have to book this appointment, you have to go and get this, and like you literally think of like so many things all at once, and I feel like it's gonna be really hard to just zone in and shut all that off, especially with crying babies. And like the pressure of like, okay, the babies are asleep, now I can go meditate, but like I have to hurry, get into this state of mind before they wake up. Like it might be a lot harder for me. So I just set the goal to 3 times a week, and that could be 10 minutes, it could be 2 minutes, it could be an hour long. It doesn't matter the time frame. And then another thing that I did when Shane was not here was a mental health journal. So I got this from a podcast. I don't know if you guys listen to podcasts, but I also listened to podcasts for that year, and I listened to one called Rise Higher by Stephanie Kwong, and she is amazing, and you guys should definitely look her podcast up. She basically interviews people that are very successful, and she interviews them on like what their life was like before they became successful, and like the hardships that they had to endure, and like the things that they found out. 1 second, sorry. Hello? Sorry. My grandma called, and then my baby woke up. Okay, say hi, Freya. Hi. Say hi. Okay. So she's just gonna sit here while I do this video. Boop. I did this thing when Shane was away for 1 year. It was like a journal, but it wasn't just like journaling about like my day or whatever. Like it was like intentional. So what I did is I would write about whatever I want, and then at the end I would do 3 affirmations. So like, you are strong, you are smart, you are successful, whatever you want. And then you have to say them out loud, like in front of a mirror to yourself. So that might be a little bit weird, but whatever. And then you do 3 goals for the next day. And these can be goals towards a bigger goal, or it could be just small goals. Like, it doesn't matter, but it's 3 goals for the next day. And then 3 things that you're thankful for during that day. So it can't be like, oh, I'm thankful for my family, I'm thankful for my home, I'm thankful for my job. Like, it can't be like vague like that. Like, it has to be very specific. Then if you have a bad day, like even the smallest thing that you're thankful for. So like, I'm thankful for getting up and brushing my hair, brushing my teeth. Like, even if you have like a really bad day, you have to pick things that you're thankful for. And what this does is this alters your brain, kind of like the way that your brain views the world. So a lot of like, I think it's like just human nature. We like to pick out the negative things and dwell on the negative things. And like, even in a mom's perspective, you're like, I didn't get anything done today. Let's say it was like a really busy day, you're taking care of the kids, and then you didn't get anything done today. But it's like, okay, well, you did. You kept your kids alive. You played with your kids, you fed your kids, like bathed them, like, okay, you might have not gotten the dishes done or the laundry done, but like, you tended to your kids. That's something, right? And so like, but we don't see that. We see like the negative. And that's just how, I don't know, society is right now. I don't know. But anyways, doing this, 3 things you're thankful for, it'll become easier. And that will mean that your brain is actually subtly picking up things you're thankful for during the day, during your day-to-day like activities, more of like a subconscious thing. So you don't even know that you're picking up these good things until you reflect on your day. And that will make your mental health a lot more like happy, and like positive and healthy, I found anyways. I gossiped less. Oh no, it's a baby. Oh no, it's a baby sad. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. Bouncy, bouncy. Bouncy, bouncy. Bouncy, bouncy. Bouncy, bouncy. But I gossiped less. I like dwelled on negative things less. I like cared less about those negative things. I was like, oh yeah, whatever. Like, I would easily shrug them off. I was just like less sensitive to, I don't know, like if people were saying bad things or whatever, I would be less sensitive to it, take less offense, be less insecure, I guess, in a whole about myself, because I was just healthier mentally, so I could just handle and like brush those things off. I don't know. This is what I noticed. Hey, bunny. Oh no, she doesn't like the bunny. I don't want the bunny. Wait a second. Like this. Oh, shut up. I have done it before, so I know I can do it again, and these tools, they do work if you do them like religiously every day. I also want to teach my kids to like have good mental health and to love themselves, and or to like have good self-love practices, and just pick out the positive things. Like I want my kids to do that, so like how can I expect them to do that when I'm not doing it right now, you know? So I want to get back into that. So those are my resolutions. They probably will change over the year in like minuscule things. Like, so my yoga 5 times a week Maybe I'll increase it to 7 times a week if I really get that far in my healing. Maybe I'll also incorporate like working out 3 times a week or something. But right now, I'm looking at it from a realistic point of view, and like where my postpartum body is right now, it's not realistic for me to put a resolution of working out 3 times a week when I can barely do yoga and like the next day not feel sore. So I might add that later, but this is like something that I know that I can do and it's realistic. And I think that's also why people like fail or like give up on their New Year's resolutions, because you don't like have like realistic ones, because they just seem so like day to day. But like these things matter, and like doing small things matter. And for like the bigger picture, like I know Shane, he's set resolutions before and he's succeeded in like doing them every single day. And he's like super hardcore about his resolutions. But like there was one year where he had to do 100 push-ups every day, no matter what. He had to do 100 push-ups. And whether that's 100 all at once or 100 or like 10 here, 10 there, 10, like whatever, but he has to equal 100 push-ups every day, no matter what, like whatever. And he did that. So like they're realistic things. Don't set like too big of ones. For Emily. Okay, so then I also separated resolutions from goals for the year, and some of my goals for the year are pretty basic things. So a couple of them, I want to start like a new hobby. So I have like all of this crafting stuff downstairs, and I bought like macrame yarn and all that stuff, and I never even opened it. Like I just didn't have time. Like I wanted to do it when I was pregnant with the twins, and just like time got away from me. And right now the twins are just really hands-on, right? Like they're 3 months, so that's typical. I know you guys want to see the baby. Probably like, where's the baby? There's the baby. He's smiling? He's smiling. Oh. Sad baby. Here you go. You want this? Do you want it? No? Oh, you don't want to look at yourself? Okay, she doesn't want to be on camera. All right, I really want to start like macrame maybe, just for fun, just to like get back in there, like in the zone of, again, like self-love stuff. I am a really crafty person. I like to do those things that I can just get in the zone. I can just forget everything I need to do and just like zone in on this one thing. And I used to do that in high school. I used to do like paint by numbers, and everyone made fun of me because I did like paint by numbers and I didn't actually like paint them, like paint these like pictures, because I can't paint. Like I'm not a painter, but I like paint by numbers because you can just escape into what you're doing, and it's like a de-stressor. It's like those adult coloring books. So that's kind of what I want to do. I want to find like a hobby that I can just like de-stress with, and I have a whole bunch of macrame stuff, so I might try that. I might just color. I don't know. Write in the comments below if you have like a cool hobby that's like just you do as like a de-stressor. Also, if you like this video so far, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button for notifications, and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please share it to anybody who needs New Year's resolutions inspiration. Okay, so the next goal is like, so I'm kind of getting into it, learning how to make bread. So Shane bought me a bread maker, and I was like looking up YouTube videos on like what to do and like all that kind of stuff, and apparently it's really easy. So I don't know, this one might not be as hard, but there's a variety of different types of bread, so maybe I'll get into like some fancy bougie bread. So this one is a goal for the year, and my year on YouTube started in May. So my kind of like fiscal year starts in May. My goal for YouTube is obviously to continue and to make good content for you guys, but I really want to like work more with YouTube. So maybe like advertise more and try to get out there more. So that being said, please share this video to anybody who would like to see my videos because that really helps me and my family. This is going to be a source of income hopefully in the next coming years for our family. That is a goal, is that YouTube becomes more of a job instead of a hobby. These past couple weeks, like getting into Christmas, have been really hard because there's been a lot of stuff going on. So I kind of got really down in the dumps with YouTube, which you could probably tell because I'm like not really active on social media. But I want to pick it up again and try to be more active on social media. I am not a social media person, so I wouldn't say I'm like an introvert. I do like talking to people, but I also like my privacy, and I don't really like putting my whole life on social media. So it's definitely new to me. I used to just be like a fly on the wall where like you would just like go in and like see what people's lives are like, but never comment and never like engage. So it's all new to me, and it's taken me a little bit to get in the groove of things, but I'm hoping to do more of like reels and everything like that, so you guys have more things to enjoy. So I have 3 more goals for the year. One of them is lose 25 pounds. So currently I think I was like 137.6, so 138 pounds. That is like big for me. I'm 5 feet, so that's like too much for my little body to hold. That's just because it's baby weight, it's normal. I'm only 12 weeks postpartum and I carried 2 babies, but I feel it. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like when you fluctuate in weight, which women do a lot, I notice when I feel too big for me, for just like my body structure and stuff. I feel my knees start to like hurt and my back, and it's like harder to get up the stairs. I feel like out of breath a lot. So I just want to be healthier, and I was at my healthiest when I was really tiny. I think I was a little bit underweight, to be honest. I was 111 pounds before I had Theo. I felt my best. I was very like active. I was running. My knees felt great. So I just want to get back to, my goal is 115 pounds, but honestly, if I get to 120, I'm gonna be like so happy. Obviously, I do want to get more muscle because like I'm not really like a strong person, and I have to tend to these babies and pick up Theo and like do all the mom things. So I do want to get stronger, so I might not lose that much. I might just convert it into muscle, but we will see. We'll see what happens. But I do want to just feel healthier, so that's a goal, is to lose pounds to feel healthier. During that year again, I went 100% vegan because I don't really, dairy made me break out at the time, and I felt really heavy when I was like digesting meat and everything, and it wasn't really enjoyable for me to eat, so I went vegan. And I, again, like I said, was very lean and very healthy. What? Anyways, so I was very lean, and I don't want to get back to 100% vegan because that's super duper hard and time consuming, and for me at least, and with 3 kids, it's gonna be so hard. Also, I don't really want them to be 100% vegan either. Theo enjoys yogurt, and I don't know, like sometimes even bread has like modified milk ingredients or whatever. I don't want to be like super hardcore. I was really hardcore. Like I would read the ingredient list of everything. So anyways, I want to get back to like 90 to 95% vegan. Just mostly, honestly, just plant-based. Mostly fresh stuff, vegetables, fruit, because 1, I felt healthier, 2, it was easy to cook, 3, it was just like enjoyable to eat. I didn't feel like heavy after eating a meal. We're gonna see how it goes. I don't know. That's why these are goals and not resolutions. So the goals are like, we'll see how they go. These are my goals. Resolutions are like stricter. Like I want to do this. Like this is something that I'm going to complete for the whole year. Last one, Shane and I are kind of working on it together. but I want to write a book. So whether that's a children's book, a young adult novel, a fantasy, whatever, but I want to write a book. Shane's already written a couple books, so we're gonna maybe co-write on one. That's something that we are kind of working on. So we'll see how that goes. She's so mad at me. I feel like she likes everybody but me. Because every time I hold her, she just cries. You just get upset. And then when the auntie holds you, you just like are chill. And when daddy comes over, you just smile. But then when mommy's holding you, your face is always like... Look at this face. Look at this face. That face. You're so silly. You're so silly, friend. We'll wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for being part of my community. If you're not already part of my community, hit that subscribe button. I welcome you, and tune in next week for another video. And again, tell me your New Year's resolutions. I'm super excited and curious to know if you guys set them, if that's a thing people still do, or like what they are, if you do set them. Hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's, and we'll talk to you later. Bye. Say bye.